Hello everyone, here's Slammer Gaming. Today I will show you how to use HandBrake. But before I open the program, you wonder what am I talking about. So HandBrake is a revolutionary program to compress files. Basically, have you ever wanted to find a way to compress file without paying a site like Compress2Go? Well, I have found the solution. This is HandBrake. So when you open it, you see this. You can choose from a folder, but if you have multiple videos in that folder, it will be problematic because you will have to process every video. Or you can open a single file. You can also just go to your file explorer and drag and drop like this. Once uploaded, the file will be like that. The interface here shows you multiple things. Here you can open another source. Here you can add a file to the queue. Here you start the encoding, and those other ones are not important. You also have those, but they aren't important either. This is basically your file. It tells you the number and its length. This one is 9 minutes. Those are not important. This one is important, the preset. Mine is by default a custom one, but you have tons of presets. By default, they choose this one, fast 1080p 30 fps. Personally, I first used it when I opened the app, but I quickly grew tired of it. So instead I based my preset on this one, creator 1080p 60 fps, because it's very much better and it helped me build my preset. When you have a preset, each of those tabs will be adjusted automatically. But now let's go over the different tabs. The summary tab basically tells you things like your file extension, here the options to make your file more compatible, or specific stuff like aligning the audio and video, which is best if you want a perfectly synchronized audio with your video. And the metadata pass-through is not to be neglected. Dimensions is just how your display size is, but I generally don't touch it. Filters, they are important if you know how to use them, but personally I have no use of them. Video is basically where it's the most important one. The video tab, shows you things like the codec. But generally you want to leave this one as it's the best. But if you're a tech savvy, you can click and see more codecs like this one, the X265, which is honestly just a better version of this one, but it's less compatible. This quality setting is just how your file will be. Basically, the more you go to the right, the higher your file size will be, but you will have more quality. However, the more you go to the left, the smaller your file will be, at the cost of your quality. 22 of radio frequency is generally a good setting, as the encoder generally requires you to stay between 20 and 23 in value. Color range is not important, but the encoder preset is very important. Very fast is basically meaning that you're going to encode the file very fast, but it might not compress it very well. But if you prefer speed over good compression, very fast is good. Fast as well. Encoder setting and encoder profile are not important. Neither is encoder level. However, fast decoding is quite important, especially if you have a weak CPU. Because basically what this does is that it will make your process go through the GPU by using the VRAM instead of the CPU, which is useful if you have tendencies to have an overheating CPU. So here the advanced options is just things you can add, but you have to know the vocabulary. This is left by default because my preset is based on the creator 1080p 60 fps, and this preset I spoke about leaves those. I don't really know what they do, but whatever. Here the audio tab is where you can adjust the quality and other stuff about audio, like the codec and other stuff. The bitrate is basically the value in kilobits per second of your video's audio. By default, 128 is very good. It's high quality and has a small file size. Subtitles, it's for the subtitles, and this is only if you segment the video. So once you're all done, you just click Start Encoding and it does the job. You see the path here. It's basically where your video will be saved once it finishes. And here it's where the app will do its action once it's done. I leave on close and break because generally I only use it once in a while. So that's pretty it. Before I click here to stop the recording, I wanna say that the channel has been quite dead. The gameplays aren't making any more money, so I would love you to go to my Ko-fi or click other links in the description of every of my videos. Sorry, I am having a stroke. So yeah, go to the description of my videos and don't hesitate to click on my Ko-fi. I will also leave the download link for this application that HandBrake is. By the way, HandBrake is only available for Windows, and you may need to download .NET 5, which is required by this application. Yeah, you need the latest .NET to run it. But don't worry, the application will automatically redirect you if you don't have the latest .NET version. Anyway, like and subscribe and activate the notification bell on all notifications.